When you're a YouTuber, you practically live your life in front of a camera. But unlike celebrities, you actually have a say when the camera turns off. YouTubers dedicate a whole chunk of their day to making videos and behaving accordingly for their audience, but what happens in the handful of times when they forget they're on camera? It's not that hard to forget the camera when it's always around, and sometimes that isn't the problem. But there are tons of things that can go wrong when you let your online persona slip. Sometimes they drop a swear bomb, other times embarrassing things can happen, and sometimes your private life gets exposed. These are vulnerable moments that you don't want to share with the internet. In a good spirit, let's explore 10 times when YouTubers forgot they were on camera. There's some really funny and embarrassing moments we have here, so let's dive in and enjoy together. Number 10. LaserBeam. LaserBeam is a pretty big YouTuber who has over 18 million fans following him. He is also a streamer who plays games, especially Fortnite, and was invited to a Fortnite event back in 2019. But what happened in that event is equally part hilarious and scandalizing. The Australian YouTuber was invited to a Fortnite event back in 2019. The show was filled with little children and parents, and the event was family friendly, which typically means no swearing and keeping it PG rated. Unfortunately for them, things weren't going to go their way. But when the YouTuber was getting interviewed, that's when the show started getting hilarious. While discussing his performance, LaserBeam let a few swear words slip, and the reaction on the interviewer's face was instant. They reminded him again that this was a family-friendly show, and what does LaserBeam do not even a moment later? He does it again. Though we may have found it hilarious, the parents at the event probably didn't. It looks like it'll be a while before LaserBeam adjusts to the family-friendly atmosphere. Number 9. High Sky 1. We all have that time when our siblings just won't leave us alone and are always in our space doing, annoying sibling things. It's even worse when you're the older one. Here in this next clip, we see something like that happening on camera when FaZe High Sky scolds his sister while he was streaming. FaZe is a young YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers and often features his little sister in his videos, but during this live stream it seems like he didn't want her there, and when she keeps distracting him and continues to shush him after he swears and says fudge. After a while of letting her continue, he slightly raises his voice and tells her to get out, which she starts crying. Watch this clip. It's equal part cute and part hilarious.
Yeah, you can spit on me.
Number 8. Trainer. Trainer is a YouTuber with over 7 million subscribers and has an audience that varies in age. He is aware that young children watch his videos, so he never cusses in his videos or game streams until one day he forgets that he was streaming and let a curse word slip. It's not the end of the world, and it happens to the best of us, but what makes it best is his reaction after he realized he cursed in a server full of young people. He was very much into the game he was playing and was exploring when he unconsciously let a curse word slip. It took him seconds after he finished talking to realize when he did. He started freaking out. Legit! He started apologizing again and again, and even slapped himself as punishment before freaking out again and disappearing off screen. The video is hilarious. At least we know he has regards for his young fans and wants to teach them the best. Be sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on number 1, which is the craziest YouTuber you've ever seen. Number 7. Sniperwolf. This is less of a camera affair and more of Sniperwolf poking fun at all the streamers who forget to turn off their streams. In this hilarious video, we see Wolf pretend that she is ending the stream. 1 second later, we see her sitting on the chair doing something that can be mistaken as rather inappropriate for the camera. But before viewers let their imagination get wild, she brings up her adorable dog that she was petting. In this skit, we see her roasting all those streamers who have these accidental, embarrassing stream fails. It was fun to watch, if not a little inappropriate. Number 6. Fangs. Fangs is a female YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. Many uploads FIFA videos and live streams them. It was during one of these live streams when the female YouTuber fell asleep on camera. She was playing FIFA for a long time and seemed to be really tired and sleepy. Her fans kept on telling her to end the stream and rest, but she stubbornly stays on till she eventually falls asleep in her chair. It's very confusing at first when she falls asleep playing like that, but it quickly turns hilarious and concerning when she starts to slip from her chair and hurt herself. But even after falling from the chair, she didn't wake up and continued to sleep. Then her boyfriend came in and woke her up. Once up, she immediately started crying about hurting her arm when she fell. Lesson learned. She definitely should have ended the stream when her viewers said so. Streamers push themselves to extreme lengths sometimes. Trade sleep for a game? I could never. Number 5. Unspeakable. One video of Unspeakable revealed a much-guarded secret of his, and it all happened due to an editing error. This is one of the most legit examples of how much your personal life and insecurities can be caught on camera. Unspeakable is a famous YouTuber with over 11 million subscribers, and he always wears a hat in all of his videos. Now we know the reason why. In this video, you can see him goofing around with his friends playing Harry Potter when he suddenly takes off his hat and it's revealed that he's actually bald. He continues to have fun with his friends repeating how he is bald. While it is clear he had no intention to let this secret slip and counted on his editor to edit this part out, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case and he was later forced to admit it. The editor really did him dirty on this one. Be sure to treat your editors right, guys. You don't want to get on their bad side like this. Maybe it was an honest mistake, but I bet Unspeakable didn't find it funny. Number 4. Tfue. Tfue is a famous Fortnite streamer and YouTuber, and when you stream for such long hours, it's not hard to forget that you're on camera. But the internet sees and hears it all. Something like this happened to Tfue when he was streaming one day, and mid-stream he got a text from his girlfriend, Karina. He plays it off, and minutes later she walks into the room. He doesn't immediately pay attention to her, but pauses his game while later and forgets that he's on camera, and it records everything, including sounds. That was one awkward moment when he had to come back on camera again, shirtless and embarrassed, to end his stream. Be sure to watch to the end so you don't miss out on number 1, which is the craziest YouTuber recording that you've ever seen. Number 3. Ninja. Ninja is a very famous YouTuber and streamer with a huge fan following. In this video, he doesn't forget he's on camera, more or less. He doesn't know that he's on camera. Okay, so one time the YouTuber accidentally went live for 15 minutes before he realized his stream was on. We see him sitting there and going about his work, not looking at the camera or talking. This video also concerned many of his fans because Ninja looked very disheveled and tired. His eyes were red. He still didn't realize he had started the stream. It was only after his phone started blowing up messages that he finally caught on to the situation. He later reassured his concerned fans that he just had a bad hangover and that he was fine. Number 2. Pokimane. Being a YouTuber and streamer, Pokimane has a series of times when she forgets that she's on camera and does some things she probably shouldn't have. There are many incidents when she forgets that she is still recording or streaming. Here are 2 of those instances. There was this time when she was streaming with some people and got up from her seat for a while, but before she sat back down, she came where the camera was and bent down before it. She had to bend down to pick up her cat, having forgotten the placement of her camera. She jumped back in shock when she realized what she just did. The reaction of the people around her were similar to hers. Embarrassed, she picked up her cat and went to her seat, trying to brush off the incident. Another very inappropriate moment happened when she was checking out some of her Facebook messages, screen sharing it on her stream as she responded to her fans. It was all good till she opened a message that had very explicit content in it. She immediately started freaking out when she saw it. She was very nervous and panicked at that because this was something that could get her banned from streaming. Number 1. Alinity. Alinity is a famous Twitch streamer, but also has a YouTube channel. She streams herself gaming on Twitch. When you're a streamer or YouTuber, you are no stranger to weird comments. Some people just like to embarrass you that way, and no streamer is immune to these weird comments popping up every once in a while in their stream. On a particular stream, someone commented that Alinity has butt sweat. It's an embarrassing thing to hear, and a creepy thing to notice. But oh well, people on the internet, we have all sorts of them. Alinity seems taken aback by the comment, becoming defensive, and takes out her camera to capture a picture to make sure she did not in fact have butt sweat. But what she seems to forget while doing that is everyone on her phone camera is still visible to her main camera, and everyone can see it very clearly. She shrinks into herself, feeling embarrassed when she finally realizes it. She tries to laugh it off, but one can easily see how flustered she was. Incidents like this are bound to keep happening as long as someone is out there recording with their camera. So guys, that was it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Stay tuned. Bye. Still bored? Go ahead and check out one of these 2 videos on the screen.